Hey, we're back again for another commentary replay. This is between Snorkack and Jriz. Necrons against Space Marines in the map Frostbite River. One of those small maps where Space Marine can attack pretty early in the game. Necrons, Snorkack starting on the left side of the map. Marines going for 4 scouts opening. Will they attack early? This map is very suited for harassment, but we shall see. Necron seems to acknowledge the threat and goes for quite an early Necron warrior here, right after the second Scarab team. So we have 2 Scarabs, and immediately go straight for Necron warriors. Meanwhile, Space Marine goes for the standard opening. Space Marine squad out is queued up. They will have 4 scout squad and 1 Space Marine squad early in the game. Will these mean an early harassment?
Area secured.
If you ask me, they should attack now perhaps. This is the best time. There's no turrets and only 1 Necron warrior that can be easily out of position. Without summoning core to teleport them around, they will take a long time to travel, if they guess wrongly. And it looks like they've guessed wrongly. They went to the northern side of the map, while the scouts are crossing the map. We should see the Space Marine squad out as well. They're moving on the same direction. This could be dangerous. Scouts have arrived. Begin firing. This builder Scarabs will finish for sure, but I wonder will they survive this. 1 Scarab down, 1 more to go. No, somehow survive. Scouts did not pursue. They're missing so many shots. 10 hit points, 3 hit points. Dies finally, but gets reinforced at the death. What a major mistake by the Space Marine. And it seems like Necron Lord is out. This should be the end of this early harassment. But Space Marine squad is coming from the north. We'll take quick care of this. We'll stop this capture attempt, but did not manage to kill the Scarab. Scouts moving back in. Takes 2 casualties. Obelisk already upgraded. Not fired, however. And this Scarab squad is reinforced just in time again. Heavy harassment here, but what I want to know is what is the Space Marine doing at the same time? A second Space Marine squad. No Force Commander. Why? Force Commander could really land a lot of punch to this early harassment. A second squad of Necron Warriors is out. Once that happens, I don't think the Space Marine can mount enough firepower to stop them. Necrons is floating a bit, 290. Not sure why they are still insisting on fighting this. There is no way they can win. The scouts are losing models, and they're not cheap. You should run away, capture your side of the map. With this resource, gets reinforced, but another loss is coming. Another model down, that's 150 already. Come on, man, stop this. This is useless. You captured the relic for what? It will be decaptured quite quickly. Summoning core. And my goodness, still no sign of the Force Commander. Force Commander finally being queued up. Second squad of Space Marine coming in. This is such an early engagement, but the most interesting part is the Marines are sustaining more damage than Necrons. And once again, the scouts are risking death by moving back in when they should be just capturing their side of the map. So you have these 2 critical locations you can capture for nice resource boost. Necron Warrior is already reinforced to 5 member, while Necron Warrior has lost 1,000 hit points, but still he's in no threat to die. What are they planning? The second squad of Necron Warriors is walking slowly. Yes, this is quite a strange engagement. And why is the Scout Marines coming back in? Instead of capturing these two relic, these 2 points on their side of the map, or at least this one is captured. I really don't understand this play. How the fuck is a Space Marine supposed to survive this kind of firepower? No way. It's such a waste of resource. Meanwhile, they're already hitting tier 2 soon. Necron's already on their way to tier 2. Space Marines wasting so much resource on this engagement, but with nothing to show for it. I think one squad of scouts is about to get wiped. Perhaps a second one as well. My goodness, that was an extended fight with no lasting damage towards the Necron, but lots and lots of losses for the Space Marine.
The enemy is attacking.
So they've lost 2 scouts, 2 scout squad in this kind of engagement, and countless Space Marines. Those are not cheap. Those are not cheap at all. And they still want to stay and fight. Very, very doubtful here. Necrons, if I recall correctly, is already halfway to tier 2. Yes, they are. There's no way Marines can do that. Not enough resource. Instead, he goes for early armory. But what is inside the army that can possibly help them fight against this kind of firepower? But Necron Lord made a mistake and fell. But upgraded Obelisk fires up its cooldown. A second one will surely fire again, inflicting a lot of casualty. This is some crazy aggression from the Space Marine. Very, very heavy aggression, and it seems that Necrons are pretty comfortable by not building any turrets at all. Tier 2 has been achieved, but what will they get with it? Necron Warriors upgrade coming up, and this Space Marine is pretty suicidal if you ask me. Force Commander focusing on destroying this obelisk, but abandons it. What kind of damage are they inflicting? I really can't see it. A third squad of Necron Warrior is lost. A little bit lost here, lagging behind in the action, but look at this, flamers are being added. But how does this help? There's just too much going on. Upgrade has already taken effect. And his Force Commander is starting to lose a lot of hit points. And Space Marine is still in tier 1.5, while Necron Lord is being reconstructed. No sign of Archive, however, to give him superpowers from the relics. Force Commander survives with 650 hit points. That is some crazy engagement here, but nothing to show for it. Only one obelisk taken down and decaptured. Scarabs will be destroyed here while they're trying to attempt decapture, but failed. Failed to decapture in time. One Scarab down. And this Necrons are slowing down. Finally, Force Commander will fall. Will they manage to attach in time? They should retreat now. They should retreat. Seriously retreat now before they lose everything. This is crazy engagement. Nothing to show for it, as I've said earlier. Nothing much. No damage was done. I mean, barely any damage was done. But somehow they managed to preserve their Force Commander, but they are nowhere near tier 2 yet. This listening post is not even constructed. That is so fucking crazy. 9810 economy, so it's not so bad, but how can you forget about your listening points? No, you don't want to engage now? This is insane. Where are they getting all this confidence from? Alright, they're winning this fight somehow because the rest of the Necron army is lagging behind, but instead of sticking around, they retreat. Brother, I just don't understand you. Hits the tier 2 button now. And this point is still not being reconstructed. Why? And this critical location as well. That is a lot of resource on the table not being claimed. Takes cover under LP2, and I think they only have one squad of... No, they still have 2 squads of Space Marine. Necron Death March is on the way, and I don't think tier 2 will arrive in time to save the Space Marine. Tries to preserve their squad. Run away, run away. Space Marine's going to melee for some reason. Just retreat. There's no way you can fight this. What they should have done is maybe prepare mines here. When you know the Death March is coming, it's best to prepare defenses. Listening post here should be upgraded as well. Minefields here. Power Blade research. But there's no Force Commander to take advantage of it. He has died in the crossfire. And no Sergeant as well. Tier 2 still a long time away. And Necrons now decides to kill this listening post. And the scouts, they have all went extinct as well. Space Marines left with just one squad. And no Force Commander, no heroes, nothing. Not enough resource to mount a comeback here. I wonder what will they deploy now. Tier 2 is active, but look at this. We have a lot of resource not being spent by the Necrons. Greater Summoning Corps. How odd. 2 squads of Space Marines still alive. Adds a heavy bolter. Will this be enough to mount a comeback? Doesn't seem like it. We shall see. No, it's not enough. There's just too much losses sustained by Space Marine squad. 1 Solar Pulse cast, and that's the end of the resistance. Yeah, there's no coming back from this. It's a major error. If you have a lot of scouts, you must take over the map. Take these 2 critical locations. This relic, a lot of resource did not get claimed. This strategic point also did not get listening posts planted. And looks like Immortals will take over from here. No way for the Space Marine to make a comeback despite a tenacious start of them trying to attempt something here. A lot of losses sustained, but nothing to show for it. Just 1 destroyed obelisk. Bad mistake. No way to come back here with armory being destroyed slowly. Grey Knights on the way. Wow, I did not expect that. But what can the Grey Knights do? Psychic Inquisition, perhaps? No, you should cast it on the Immortals. Come on, tie down the Immortals. They're chewing up your infantry. Holy shit, Flayed Ones warping in. Two squads of Flayed Ones will surely finish off this resistance. And Immortals are getting free shots here. No way they can win this time. This is the end of the Space Marine resistance. That was a really tenacious opening, but it seems like Space Marines suffered too much casualty and have very little to show for it, and that's it basically. Necrons can absorb so much losses. Look at this. It's not like they suffered no casualty, but if you look at the amount of bodies here, you'll see more Space Marines than Necrons. This fight is still going? I'm confused. I'm very confused. This should have been over long ago.
Squad broken. Ever vigilant.
So we have 1 Grey Knights here, and 2 squads of Space Marines, and they don't have enough resource to reinforce. Their base is slowly being destroyed, and it's over.
Oh shit! Fear the Emperor's wrath! Fall back and regroup!
That is some strange play from Space Marine. A little bit too reckless, perhaps. And GG was called by Jriz. A shame, really. That start. That's the kind of aggression you need to win, but it seems like the aggression was not directed real well. The amount of casualties inflicted is 2-1. That's too much. That's just way too much. But he does get a lot of the resource, just not maximize the potential of that. Should really capture the map. When you have 4 scouts, you should really focus on capturing the map as soon as possible. That's the best way you can tackle Necrons. With a lot of resource, you can suddenly pump up more squads faster. With bigger squad, you can overwhelm the Necrons slowly. Let's take a look at game 2 this time. Jriz taking Tau Empire against Snorkack Dark Eldar in the map Shrine of Exelion. Interesting choice of map here. I wonder how will this play out. It's one of the smallest map in existence. You can basically attack your enemy within like 15 seconds of the game if you know what you're doing. And Mandrakes are coming out, 2 Mandrakes and Dark Foundry. Dark Eldar going for the Foundry path. Will we see an early harass here? Crossing the map will take less than half a minute. So if Dark Eldar wants to do it, they can attack with Mandrakes early on. If they went Hollow Blood, they can upgrade Infiltration, and that will force the Tau Empire to get detection early, which means Vespids, and that is not cheap. So let's see what the Tau Empire is doing. They're not getting Vespids. Interesting. They go for the standard. No, this is not standard, perhaps. 3 stealth suits. He wants the map. Okay, I see. 3 stealth suits.
Stealth suit ready.
And no sign of the Tau Commander on the way. Interesting decision here. I have never seen anyone skipping past the Tau Commander or Fire Warrior. Just 3 stealth suits. What is he playing for? If the Mandrakes go into their base, it's basically curtains. There's no way they can stop 2 Mandrakes. But it seems like Snorkack is content at capturing his side of the base. What the fuck? We have Stealth Suit coming in and oh my goodness. Not enough resource to plant the listening post and no detection at all. Could not decap, it was too risky. No damage was done. Should really plant that listening post, man. What the fuck is he doing? What the hell is he doing? What the fuck is he doing? I don't get it. 1 stealth suit's down, but decapture complete, so detection was cancelled. That is such a foolish way to lose your strategic point, considering that your slave can just 1-tap and start construction. Anyway, we have 2 Mandrake squad coming into the Tau base, but has nothing to hit. Let me tell you something. You should go straight for his resource. Like this point here, you can actually decapture it. So 2 Hellion squads, but they have no detection, remember. Without detection, you can't really handle the stealth suits, so let's see what happens here. Tau Commander is taking a lot of damage, and he simply cannot deal with this kind of firepower early in the game. He needs to retreat. Maybe take cover under LP2. So the only thing stopping them now is cloak stealth suits. Really. Like, there's one here doing nothing. And holy shit. I am confused. Why did you stop? Come on. Hit their power generator. For fuck's sake. This kind of attack. Alright, Tau Commander has lost more than half his hit points. Fire Warrior team is coming out. Get some snares for fuck's sake and start upgrading those listening posts. And Dark Eldar is completely ignored, capturing their side of the map. This is crazy. Fire Warriors are taking free shots at the Dark Eldar army. Dark Eldar army is completely all over the place. Just running around. Okay, finally they tie up these Fire Warriors, and these 2 stealth team is just continuously firing their water guns. This is some desperate stuff from the Tau, and somehow they're still in it. 150 hit points, and Tau Commander will surely fall now. No chance of surviving this. Managed to jump away, 60 hit points. But Hellions chasing him down, and he's dead. And Mandrakes has been chipped down to 1 squad member. Should really reinforce, but this LP2 should make short work of them. And dies. Whoa, managed to reinforce just in time. But enters the fray once more and gets killed. What the fuck was that? What a shame. But another squad of Hellions here. Wow, how many Hellion squads is that? There's 3 of them? Holy shit, get Reaver jet bikes for fuck's sake. Fighting under LP2, risky business, but Hellions have enough hit points to tank this, I think. As you can see, the Eldar income is pretty low, 50-10. Can they finish this? Or will Tau weather the storm somehow? Fighting under LP2, constantly chipping down at this squad of Hellions. One squad of Hellions is down to 1 model here. Gets reinforced, but that is not cheap at all. 60-15. Whew. Dark Eldar really surviving by simply smoldering the Tau forces. But this LP2 is still firing away at full hit points, but it's not to say the Fire Warriors are not trying their best. But they just can't fight them when they're out-squatted. And it seems like the Tau is on their last ropes here. Crude Carnivore Squad has been created. Somehow, I don't think that will matter. Dark Eldar is getting more Mandrake Squad to capture the map, hopefully. Fire Warriors managed to find some breathing space to fire for a few seconds, but they get tied down again and loses another model. This squad of Fire Warriors is down to 1 model. Will get killed shortly. This is just a 6-minute, folks. I do not understand why would you pick this kind of map if you're Tau. What the fuck? But somehow they prevailed. Dark Eldar is on the back foot. After taking so much initiative, they managed to get withered down by the constant LP2 fire. I really don't get it. If you understand that you're fighting under LP2, you can just jump back. Hit another target. There's no way they can cover all angles. But look at this. They're taking back the map. 1 Fire Warrior squad. No, there's 2 squads here. Fantastic. And 1 Crude Carnivore squad, fully reinforced.
What do you want?
Dark Eldar, meanwhile, tries to capture a central point, but there's really no use. There's no point in doing so. And the lone surviving stealth team is now capturing the Dark Eldar side of the map. What the fuck? This is such a strange engagement, and suddenly the Dark Eldar is on the ropes. They're desperate here. If they don't stop the Tau army here, they will fall far and far further behind. For some reason, Tau is not upgrading their LP2, despite that being the only way they can keep themselves safe from this kind of danger. Look at this. The Crude team is not doing their job. They should really focus fire here. Free up the Fire Warrior for some for range focus. And this stealth team is really not contributing much. Should just spend some time, capture the rest of the map. Wow. 250 reach. Finally, the first Reaver jet bike is in action. Will this result in victory? This listening post not get upgraded and lots of float. Is that tier 2 coming up? Yes, it's tier 2. Holy fuck! I think Eldars are dying here. And 7 out of 10 strategic location being controlled. Countdown triggered. This is some hard fighting going on, folks. This is a terrible map for Tau. So I don't really understand why Jriz picked this map. And finally he clicks the upgrade listening post here. Well, pull back your Reaver jet bike. Come on, this is silly. It's some unnecessary loss. Situation is really starting to get under control for Tau. They have stabilized their line. They've established a defensive perimeter here. They've lost a lot of their army, but somehow they're gonna hit tier 2 with 1 squad of Crude and 1 Fire Warrior team.
Get us to the fight.
And they're advancing. Come on. Pull back a bit. Dark Eldar finally quits their offense and takes stock of their poor economy. Really poor economy. Just 62-10 for this kind of map is pretty pathetic. And they're not gonna hit tier 2 anytime soon. They will need to recapture their side of the map. But look at this. Tier 2 is completed. And what will they get, I wonder?
Shasna ready for action.
Tau Empire has successfully weathered the Dark Eldar storm. And they're getting... What? The Feral Leap? Whoa, shouldn't you be getting the optics?
Send us toward the enemy.
And why are you not capturing this relic? Gee, I'm confused. Whoa, capture your point, young man. Don't you want resource? Hellions can capture. Ooh, this is some terrible austerity, man. You're still in tier 1. Tier 1.5, not even tier 1.5. Holy shit. Oh, you see, there's the Homunculus Laboratory. No Reaver Jet, 2 Reaver Jet bikes. 1 Hellion. 1 Mandrake squad. Just like that. There's no way you can survive this.
Point us at our targets.
Tier 2 optics and Feral Leap research complete.
We shall triumph.
Time to clean up. Seriously. There's no way you can win this.
Get us to the fight.
You are under attack, and all you have are these. That's some serious firepower. And River Jetbike takes the opportunity to shoot at the Kroots and Hellions instead of tying down the Fire Warriors. Goes for the Kroot as well. I do not understand this. Holy fuck!
You're strong.
That is such a bad play. Okay, I can see where this is going. Oh dear me. Dark Eldar doesn't seem to know how to play. The Kroots are not really the biggest problem here, man.
Cut them down.
And now you want to tie them up? It's too late. Too much losses already. And that's it. Dark Eldar has lost his entire army. Archon is out.
Ready to do our part.
Stuns 1.
We shall triumph.
Archon is a pretty good threat, but really, you should send in another squad of Hellions, tie them up. Just two squad of Fire Warrior cannot stop Eldars, Dark Eldar from coming back into this fight. But as you can see, Dark Eldar is proving to be very uncoordinated. Loses this LP2 for free, no power left, not spending his power, is floating like crazy. Even though his workers are one of the most efficient in the game. Just gotta get one slave out, plant some generators, and he'll build by himself. There really is no reason for this float at all. And stop attacking the Kroots. The most important target you need to kill are the Fire Warriors. What the fuck? You get raiders? Why? Why are raiders important in this fight? Raiders can't really fight against... Oh man. Maybe if you put warriors inside... Okay, never mind. It's GG anyway. That was pretty some exciting fight. Let's hope game 3 will be as exciting as this.